Foodie Friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey guys, so from the title of this video, you know that we are going to be making the yummiest, fluffiest chocolate cake ever. If you love chocolate cake, which I know you do because everybody loves chocolate cake, comment a smiley face down below. If you are new to my channel, just wanted to say hi, hello, and welcome. My name's Nicole, and I love to film easy to follow recipe videos for you guys. So if that's your thing and you love food, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you are back to my channel, thank you so much for all the support, and I really hope you guys are enjoying my videos so far. Also, if you haven't already, follow me on the gram. My handle is @NicoleCharmaine. Like my posts, comment on my posts, send me a DM. Let's be friends. One last thing before we get started, if you have any suggestions on what I should make in my next recipe video, comment them down below. Alright, so now that we are done with the ingredients list, let's get into the instructions. First step in this recipe will be to combine all of the dry ingredients into a large bowl. So that includes your flour, your sugar, your cocoa powder, your baking soda, your baking powder, and your salt. And then we are just going to give everything a good mix. Now, in our bowl of dry ingredients, I'm just gonna make a little well in the middle of all our ingredients, and that's where we are going to be dumping in our wet ingredients. Go ahead and add in your buttermilk, your vanilla extract, and the oil. Also, the coffee. Don't forget to add in the coffee. Not sure if you caught this in the ingredients list, but if you don't have buttermilk at home, not to worry, you can definitely make your own. So for a cup of buttermilk, just add in 3 teaspoons of white vinegar into your milk, mix it up, and let it sit, and there you have it, homemade buttermilk. When I first started baking, I honestly thought that buttermilk referred to a super creamy and buttery, high-fat milk, but it's actually the opposite. Buttermilk is essentially acidic milk. So this is why we added the white vinegar to the milk, because it's an acid that reacts to the leavening agents in baked goods. So that's your baking soda and your baking powder. Alright, so thank you for attending my TED Talk today. Let's get on with the recipe. So once you add in your buttermilk, vanilla extract, and oil, go ahead and mix all of the ingredients together. I am using a hand mixer, but if you got the muscles for it, go ahead and use a whisk. So we are going to keep mixing until we get a super thick and chocolatey cake batter. So this is the time that we are going to add in our 3 eggs. I know I say eggs really weird when I'm not conscious about it. I have been called out before, so guys, add in 3 eggs. Eggs, eggs, eggs. And then you know the drill, mix her up. Once we've mixed in all of our eggs, eggs, oh my gosh, eggs. We are pretty much done with our cake batter, yay! So it's time to place them into our baking tins. For this recipe, I am going to be using 2 8-inch cake tins, but you can also use 3 6-inch cake tins. So cardinal rule for baking, make sure to grease your pans thoroughly. The last thing we want is us spending so much time creating the most perfect cake batter and then it bakes perfectly, but once it's time to release it from the pan, we get, excuse my language, screwed because the cake is stuck on the pan. So once our cake tins have been greased, I'm just going to be dumping the cake batter and distribute it evenly into the 2 tins. Once the cake batter's in the tins, it's time to bake. So one thing I also like to do is I like to take my cake tins and give them a few whacks on my kitchen counter just to release the air bubbles, and we can finally place it into the oven. So we are going to be baking this cake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 to 40 minutes or until your toothpick comes out clean. And now that our cake is baking, we can move on to our buttercream. Now this buttercream, let me tell you, I promise you it will be the silkiest and softest, did I just say softiest? Silkiest and softest and smoothest chocolate buttercream you will ever have in your entire life. So you should probably pay attention to the screen right now because that's where I'm listing all of the ingredients. Also, you may not notice, but all the ingredients and instructions are also in the description box below. So now that I've listed all of the ingredients, it is time to take another large bowl and dump in your softened butter. To our softened butter, we are also going to be adding our softened cream cheese, and we are going to mix these ingredients together. So once your butter and cream cheese are nice and soft and combined, it's time to add in our vanilla extract and also our cold brewed coffee. I will not forget the coffee this time. And then again, we are going to be giving these ingredients a good mix. You'll notice that the coffee and butter are going to look super gross and really wet, but don't worry, all of the dry ingredients are going to absorb that right up. So now we are going to add in our salt and cocoa powder, and again, give these ingredients a good mix. Once the cocoa powder has been fully mixed in, it's time to add in our powdered sugar. Super important to note here that you need to add the powdered sugar very, very slowly and gradually, or else you are going to get the powdered sugar of death and it will be everywhere. I tell you, everywhere. Once you have successfully integrated all of your powdered sugar, I can't believe I used the word integrated, it's time to continue whipping the buttercream until you get a super whipped texture. So we're gonna continue whipping for at least 3 minutes. Okay, but look how soft and silky she looks. Ugh, so good. So your buttercream is done, and now we can assemble the cake. Once the cakes are done baking, make sure to completely cool them until they are cool to the touch. Also, if you greased your tins thoroughly, they should release no problem, and they should be nice and clean. So for this next part, which is assembling the cake, there really is no correct way to do this. You can add as much buttercream as you'd like. You can decorate the cake with whatever icing techniques you'd like. It's really, really up to you. Say is once you are done decorating your cake, just make sure to wipe off any excess buttercream from the side of your cake board or plate with whatever you're using, just so that your cake looks clean. Alright, so it is now time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, so you can cut them into nice little perfect slices. It looks so beautiful. Or if you want to completely Bruce BOGTROTTER the heck out of this cake, I will not judge you because I would do the same thing. Alright, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more recipe videos from me, subscribe to my channel. Also, check out some of my other recipe videos on my channel if you want to see me make some other super yummy stuff. Last but not least, follow me on my Instagram @NicoleCharmaine. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.